Hi, this is Alan, and I just got off the phone with a client and we are optimizing her launch, and it made me think I should do a video and just give you some insights to some of the things that we do when enhancing launches. So number one is to make sure that every single conversion point is optimized before going into the launch. So anything from the subject lines of an email, to the body copy of the email or the call to action in the email, to the landing page they go into. These are all different conversion points. To the thank you page they go to, where do they go, what's happening on the thank you page. To if they go into a webinar, how are we getting them to show up? What are the emails that are bringing them back to show up? What are we giving them in the meantime for them to be able to grasp onto, to engage with, to realize they need to be on this webinar or watching this video or whatever it may be. And then when you take them through the sales process, there's a number of different things, from making sure that buttons show up at the right time, or links are in the right place, or URLs are shown so that people can get to an order page in order to join or purchase or whatever it is that you have that you're selling. And then aside to that, making sure people can communicate with you. So at every given point in the funnel, is there only one way for someone to communicate with you, or are there multiple ways for people to communicate with you? Because the more ways you have for people to communicate with you, the more chance you've got of people reaching out to you, asking you questions, interested in what you have, and that all enhances the launch. And in this particular case, with this particular client, we made some tweaks on the landing page. We have a 60% opt-in, 62% opt-in rate on their landing page. We have about just under 50% of people showing up live to a webinar. That's an incredible number. And then the people that stay on through the end, and this is more the client side than my side, but she's having a phenomenal, probably 90% of people stay through the end, 80-90% of people stay through the end. So, but all these different things, even the script in the webinar, which I wasn't involved with this particular client, but I am with other clients, but the script for the webinar is an absolute key thing that enables you to keep people's attention through that webinar specifically to the call to action, in order to have people go ahead and purchase in that particular case. So anyway, they're my tips for today. If you have a launch coming up, or you're in the middle of a launch and you're saying, wow, this thing isn't quite going as well as it should do, because last year I had a client who was in the middle of a launch and we jumped in and literally drove over $200,000 in the space of 2 weeks, that money would have just been gone. It would have been left behind. And then beyond that, we created more leads and more sales and everything else. But during the launch time, within that last 2 weeks, we created just over about $210,000 in additional revenue. So if you have a launch coming up, or you're in the middle of a launch and you're struggling with it and saying, oh my God, like what things aren't going the way they should be going, then private message me and we'll connect. We'll have a chat and see what we can do for you specifically. Speak to you next time. Thanks, bye.